I'm Dr. Gail Gross, and I'm a family and child development and human behavior expert. The first thing to do, and the best thing you can do, is change their environment. You distract them, move them from the object of whatever it is they want, or whatever they do want that they're not getting, or the attention they're not getting. So you can move them, never move them quickly. If they're playing something and you want to change or move them or take them home or whatever, prepare them for it, because an aggressive toddler doesn't handle change very well. So you say, okay, Johnny, in about 5 minutes, Mommy's going to get you ready to go home, or we're going to get ready for dinner. Yes, but they don't work if you abandon your child. That's how they feel. In other words, when you're doing a timeout, if you leave your child and walk out of the room, or put them in their crib and walk out of the room, or put them in their bed and close the bedroom door and leave them in the room, then what will happen? They cry, they may have an escalation of temper because they feel isolated from you. So give them a timeout, okay, but stay in the room. You never fit exactly into the cubbyhole of stage 1, stage 2. So parents have to feel comfortable with their children, know their children. My child, my youngest child, was a late talker, and he turned out to be gifted. But he was a late talker because he was thinking in sentences rather than words, and therefore he couldn't speak the sentences he was thinking of, and so it slowed down his speech. Children that are multilingual have slower speech because they're translating. So at the end of the day, we have to know our child. We have to watch their development. We have to read the charts and see the general area of development and what to expect. And then, if we're concerned, we remediate. We go to a professional who can help us, and then we go to a speech therapist who can help us. And first we have to see if there's a hearing problem or a neurological problem. So there's a time and place for checking things out. If your parents are yelling at each other or fighting with each other, first of all, it makes you very uncomfortable because these two people are your two people, so you feel frightened. It's challenging your stasis, your sense of self. Now, if it's repetitive, you're overproducing stress hormones, including cortisol, and that's affecting your brain development and your impulse control. But also, we are social learners. We're little primates, really, and we learn through imitation, plus our experiences. So now, if our parents are yelling, what do we find our babies doing? What do? You start yelling. And if they're fighting, you start fighting. It's so important to be fair and always even Steven. And always share. You share with your children. Never ask them to share with each other. When you ask them to share with each other, you're discounting their real feelings. This is my toy. I don't want to give this to my brother. So suddenly, they feel that you may like their new brother more than you like them. Or you're taking away their power, their sense of control. So if we are really at our wits' end and one child's eating and the other child's not, and we say, look at your brother, look how good he's eating. No, never do that. If your child falls down and hurts his knee and you say, look at your sister, she never cries when she hurts herself. Look what a big girl she is. No. And in fact, you never discount your child's feelings. So if in fact your child hurts his knee and starts crying, you don't say, be a big boy, don't cry, or don't be a sissy, don't cry. Instead, you say, of course you're going to cry. You've hurt your knee. If I fell down and hurt my knee, I'd cry too. So now you're not discounting his feelings. You're allying with him. You're taking his feelings into account rather than discounting. This is how we help our children develop good self-esteem, and this is how we tamp down sibling rivalry.